when the morning comes and we see what we've become. In the cold light of day, we're a flame in the wind, not the fire that we begun. Every argument, every word we can't take back. Cause with all that has happened, I think that we both know the way that the story ends.
Sing it if you know it.
Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind. Cause this just don't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits. I want to see you smile. No, that means I'll have to leave. No, that means I'll have to leave. Lately, I've been I want you to be happier. When the evening falls and I'm left there with my thoughts and the image of you being someone else was a teacher inside. I'll be running okay. Now if we jump together, at least we can slip up away from the wreck we made.
Come on.
Only for a minute, I want to change my mind. Cause this just don't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits. I want to see you smile. No, that means I'll have to leave.
I want to see everybody's phone flashlights out right now. Everybody put your phones up right now. Put your phones up right now. Put them up. Everybody follow me like this. Let's go. I just want to say thank you again to Fortnite and good luck to all the players today competing. Have a good day. Thank you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Marshmallow! I tell you, I've opened up for a few DJs in my career, by far the best one, hands down. Guys, this is incredible stuff here. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and this is the moment that we have been waiting for. 10 weeks have culminated to this point right here in New York City, Arthur Ashe Stadium. This packed house. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause for being here with us today. Without you, this is not possible. But now it's all about these players up on this stage. And this right here, the trophy and the title of being the Fortnite World Champion. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I want to get into these games as soon as possible, but I think we got to ramp up the excitement just a little bit more.
No pain, no gain, no guts, no glory. I'm a one-man army, in a one-man army. Ain't no weapon formed against me, and you already know the rest, so you know your best.
think about what's at stake here for these players, so much on the line. And we crowned 2 Fortnite World Champions yesterday, but that was duos competition. And today, people are riding solo. And it's about that trophy, being able to raise this right in front of everyone here in New York City and walking away with $3 million in prizes. History will be made, lives will change. Now, I know that you guys want to hear from some of our players as well. There's one player in particular that I think each and every person in this arena wants to hear from. Jordan, what do you got?
The legend, the man, the myth. T2! I want my vest back, by the way. Guys, standing next to me, I mean, you guys know him. He needs no introduction. He's pretty decent at the game of Fortnite. He's like, fine, I guess. I don't know, 1v1 man creative. We'll see what happens, right? Knowing that you're as good as you are, right, and your skills, your gifts, your game sense, your speed, your dexterity, your precision, all of these things that I'm sure a lot of people are very fearful of, there are a lot of incredibly young, gifted talents that are up here on the stage right now from all over the world. How do you prepare for all of these different game styles?
Basically, how I prepare is just stream to all of my beautiful viewers, and they stream snipe me, and I get rushed by like 30 people every game. So if I can handle that, then I can handle anything, right?
I have seen it happen in real time. It's insane. I don't know how you deal. I mean, you've got a long way, to get to the end, but obviously vying for that #1 slot. How was your strategy working out going into your drop spot? Your rotation, being flexible. What are your thought processes going into today, knowing that you're up against some of the best players in the world?
My drop spot's pretty good. I have some people contest me, but I just lay them out and then move on from there.
Lay them out, move on. 355, there it is. The man himself. Back to you, GB.
Thank you once again, Jordan, for that. Now we're going to get into the games in a few moments here. Yesterday we hyped up nicely, and I think we can do it again. This is it. This is for this community right here, whether you're watching them at home, whether you're here with us in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, let me hear you. No. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, let us hear you loud and proud. This is the Fortnite World Cup Finals, and I send it over to your casters for the first set of games. It's Courage and Dr. Lupo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals Solos competition kicks off today, and I could not be more excited. I'm still sweating from the marshmallow performance we just saw, but
absolutely,
Dr. Lupo, this is going to be a darn good time.
100 of the best solo players the world has ever seen in Fortnite are today playing for $15 million. And Jack, first place takes home $3 million, which is the largest individual prize for any player in esports ever up until this point. You realize that?
And
that is ridiculous.
It's a pretty long history. Lives will be changed today, as we know. It's been happening throughout the weekend. The best competitors in the world go up in creative, obviously in the Pro-Am, in the duos competition, and now it is time for solos. We're going to go through the format, the prizing for everyone at home so you can get caught up to speed. Millions tuned in throughout the weekend so far, and even more we'll be watching here today. So Ben, I want to break down these rules for everyone at home. It's not your normal Fortnite game we're going to be playing.
Oh, no, it is not, especially if you've watched any competitive gameplay over the past. On your screen right now is the format. This is solo, so the top 25 placement will get you 3 placement points. Top 15 is 5. If you make it all the way to top 5, that's 7 points. And that coveted victory royale, of which there will only be 6 today, is worth 10 points. But on top of that, it's not just about placement. Every single elimination is an additional point. Those are going to add up, and we're going to see exactly how things play out over 6 games.
Yep.
Now, those 6 games, we add those scores up. Jack, what's the take-home? I know. Just read it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, first place today wins $3 million US. If you get second, third, or fourth, your prize money you're winning is also above the 1 million mark. Hey, I wouldn't be too upset with 5th place either at 900 grand, but you see, top 20 all earn $112,500 or more. And guess what? Just because they made it here today, everyone on the stage will win $50,000 for their efforts across the last few months of competition. But I can tell you the prize money is sweet. It's great going up against the best in the world, but that right there, the Covenant Trophy on your screen, and the title of Fortnite World Champion, the first ever solo World Champion, is what's on all these players' minds.
You have to remember, too, over the course of the 10 weeks of qualifiers, we had 40 million players throw their name in the pot to try and make their way to the top 100 here in New York City. And of those 100, only one gets just from watching him play over the last few days. Exactly how he wanted this to go. I'm looking forward to seeing Veggie rise above and just put on excellent mechanically we've ever seen. His awareness is insane. What about you? Jack?
There's so many talented players. You know, we've been comparing drop spots, comparing how they performed yesterday. We talked about LAN experience and how that showed up yesterday. Where he's dropped that, who he's going to be going up against. He could put on a good showing, but we want to hear your guys' thoughts as well. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Send us your thoughts. Who do you predict to win? We've also talked to many of the people here in the venue about who they've got coming out on top. Let's take a look.
My prediction for the Fortnite Solo World Cup Finals, the winner is Ghost Bizzle.
My picks to win solos has got to be this guy. Better.
I feel like Young Calculator or Clicks is gonna win.
I want to see Benji Fish take them solos.
Tifu's gonna win. Tifu's gonna win.
It's gonna be between Clicks and Tifu, so it's gonna be Clicks though.
Probably Bizzle, because that's an essence game.
I think Bizzle has a good chance.
En solo, je dirais Bouga, je pense.
Tifu's gonna win.
Fact box. Je pense que le feu, c'est Belgique qui va gagner.
Bizzle is just the most consistent player, and he's at the top right now, so I'd say Bizzle.
I'd probably say Bizzle too, because he has a lot of LAN experience and all that.
My prediction for the Solo World Cup champion is Duck.
People continue to pile on in here to the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from New York City. Dr. Lupo, our games are almost ready to kick things off, but there's so many ways you can watch this weekend. Obviously, your normal streaming platforms, but a new initiative as well from Fortnite, a new way to watch on Fortnite.com/watch. There's some real-time stats at different points of view in game. Head to Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotating options covering a selection of diverse players. You see there on your screen exactly who will be brought on up. If you want, feed 3 features Tifu, a player spotlight. If you're repping the Oceanic region and you want to see Twins play, there you go. You've got your dedicated feed as well. An awesome thing to see in the future.
It's absolutely amazing, but Jack, everybody here wants to see the first game, and I've got good news. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition is about to begin. If you are here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, I need you to get as loud as you possibly can. 100 of the best players in the entire world are about to face off for $15 million. Jack, guess what? 100 players, the battle bus is loaded. 6, 5, 4, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Game 1 of 6 officially underway, and on your screen, all 100 players. Arguably the biggest day of their entire lives. The average age of competitors, just 16 years old. If you're a younger fan here in the audience, you dream of one day being here. If you're the same age, you look to your peers as people to look up to and aspire to be as good as one day. If you're a parent, I'm sure you can imagine what's going through these kids' minds. Here we go, folks. Tifu on your screen. Block has been his place forever, Dr. Lupo, and he is not shying away here in game number 1.
I had a chance earlier during warm-ups to just talk to Tifu about this landing zone. The opinion opinion was basically, I don't care who else lands here, I'm going to take it. I'm going to clear out every other opponent there and roll on through. He's got a chance to go up the hill. Oh, wow, those remain uncontested. He has a free legendary chest right here in the middle. And look at the inventory already. Blue pump shotgun, gold tactical AR, gold standard AR, a mini bandages. He's got brick for days here. The resources are incredible. Yep. A loadout already. He just needs some mobility. Maybe drop one of the ARs depending on ammunition at a certain point. He swaps out. He actually puts down that tac AR and grabs a purple grenade launcher.
And the zone right there as well.
Oh my God.
Only one other player to land Clipnode, so it's going to be Tfue versus Clipnode for control of the block, unless Clipnode decides to say,
rotate away.
I've got a lot of respect for that gameplay. He knows block as well. Clipnode always landing here too. Will go ahead and fall away, and folks, I think as a sign of respect for Tfue as a player, they have forfeited the rest of block to this man, as he's already at 190 total HP and a fantastic inventory. Rotating here towards Fatal Fields. Class on your screen. Bucky there as well. Class currently with a little bit of a mixed inventory, but this is what we talked about yesterday. If you played Fortnite, you know that in the Fatal Fields core maze, there is loot. Well, guess what?
Just floor spawns all over.
Typically, you and I, I'm sure, Ben, break all the corn
100%.
down. We farm it on up. These players know the exact route of where the loot is while it's hidden in the corn because they've studied this area of the map so much. It's the little things that make the biggest differences. Class right now looting, and no one has any clue where he is.
Lucky in the long having chest spawn here, plus any floor loot possible along the way on side stalls. So quite a bit of wood to farm up. He's got a double loaded forest. He's got the fork knife quarry there, plus the ship up top. You can take that seat to the top. He's got an opportunity to travel basically uncontested early game, unless somebody maybe gets a couple shots from distance. Meanwhile, up here at Mega Mall, Pika and Keenstar hanging out inside the shops. Quite a few chests. A lot of verticality inside tends to lead to audio-based fights. Try and figure out whether your opponent is above or below and how much these players play. If they're keen on those audio cues, they'll know almost immediately.
Sitting now down to Lucky landing. Ugon to the range. Snazy there as well. First bomb coming on through. Kind of connecting too much. 16 builds in total. Now remember, like the Siphon elimination, you earn 50 HP. So if you're at 74 total health, it's 26 HP to go to max and 24 shield. Also, you get the elimination. Even if the opponent has 0 materials, they'll still drop 50 of each material type. So there's a lot of Dr. Lupo in securing some of these eliminations.
Now, Stinky right now with the top down on his opponent. It looked like he's trying to use the stink and possibly just to try to find even one hit. Which at this point, with such low ammunition, he's out the stinks now. He still has the 3 proxy grenade launcher shots. He's kind of burning through resources.
I was thinking exactly that.
Has the high ground here. He's going to have to opt to either push this or rotate away, and now might be the time to rotate away. Push from behind this. Never mind, he already has a gold combat number 4 slot there. Seems like it's separating from each other a little bit, not necessarily. Game 1 of 6 for World Cup solo would be pretty advantageous to get that Siphon shot, the heavy sniper. Where it goes, and not quite enough. This is just behind as Snazy sneaks away. Side building one.
Yeah, Booga was there. Seeing that cherry blossom tree get knocked down, and a lot of times in competitive games, players will just hit the trees down to 50 total HP left, but they will fully remove them from the map because the animation of the tree breaking gives away your position. So if you want to make sure you stay a little bit more hidden, only break trees down to 50 total health left and leave them. Get a ton of materials, but you'll also still remain as hidden as possible. Benji Fishy, a player with very high expectations for not only himself, but for the community here this weekend. Did play yesterday, I believe he placed 14th. Savage, the first stink bomb comes on through, and with that damage,
safe zone, so moving away from this doesn't have to happen just yet. We'll see. Nate takes an opportunity, rotates all the way across that treehouse building, southwest corner. Meanwhile, southwest of the entire map, crew not alone down here. A little bit of a field fight back and forth, and they are not inside the zone. 91 players remain right now. Only 9 have gone down. So every game it's going to stay alive. Maybe waiting to see if that edit doesn't quite. Waiting inside, you will see. If he doesn't want to step out, potentially get shot. Rotate back down underneath and maybe check his other sides. Meanwhile, King and Wiki in a 1v1. King on the defensive. At this point, he might have the high ground. Oh my gosh! Sneaks the shotgun shot in right before the ramp could.
Trash talk. Everything who winds up going down to Mongrel Pro. I think King will see it in the fight. I love some of this little spiciness to kick off game number 1. He wins that fight with a quick wall retake and edit on over to Children, Creo, Hornet, and Clicks. Currently with a couple of buildings of each other. And you see on your screen on the backside, Lecce, Maw, and Mongrel still there as well.
Ball on the backside. Real quick. Put the replay up of exactly how that played out. Storm inside that box just moments ago. Oh. Full send into the air and does catch the shots there. The first SMG proving useful in air.
First SMG. Probably not the exact item the players want, but still making use of it. With the sword fight. Dr. Lupo, you're using this in Nebraska, as right now we've got Rogue Shark. Yeah, this is, I mean, we've got a ton of skill in this one. As we see Rogue Shark currently dropping down for the already ramp goes through, and Rogue Shark just wasn't ready for it. So he didn't catch what happened right there, Dr. Lupo. Quick little breakdown. Campfire was placed, he lost control of his wall, but because he had no pyramid inside his box, the opponent placed a ramp and then edited past the ramp for extra cover. It's one of the fastest, the most effective ways to take out an opponent when they're inside their 1x1. Left eye did just get elimination. It does use that shockwave to get away from reroutes, but solid start as well, and I believe I did just see a fan favorite in Vivid in the elimination feed picking up his first elimination.
Storm starting to move. We have 56 seconds before the next circle closes, and it is a big crunch to the center of the map. You might not be able to see in the bottom right there, but folks, it is just the center. Deal tilted. Everyone is going to get pushed together into the city. Let's see here. Dubs. Trying to push from the outside of Flintlock from his opponent to rotate away, and Dubs does not want to let him go. 46 back-to-back hits, and he can't find the beat on Evil Mare. Goes down out here in Gold, Greasy Grove, Iceland.
Evil Mare still just in about 80 HP. Got the 50 back for the elimination, so when you calculate it, really only has 3 health left. So Dubs so close, but not able to connect with that final combat shotgun shot. And Dr. Lupo, look at this inventory. Riverside, Team Liquid, 6 shotgun grenades, 2 minis, truck splashes, a launch pad. Weapon's a little bit awkward, if I'm going to be honest. Just a scoped assault rifle and a epic tactical shotgun. But Storm Surge is coming to play, and Dr. Lupo, we haven't really today for the viewers at home as to exactly what this is.
So Storm Surge is a mechanic to prevent players from potentially sitting and not engaging in fights. If there are a certain number of players at this point, there's over 70 when the circle closes, people are going to start to take damage. Over the threshold. Not the favorite for a spray weapon. Great at tap fire at a distance, though.
Look at how dead center this zone is in the bottom right of your screen. Mr. Savage did just get... Mr. Savage back from yesterday. I know Mr. Savage was happy. Kurtz still, we saw the player piece on him. Brazil trying to rep for his family. Classic elimination there as well on the Twins. And Storm the players still above, so people will begin taking damage, and that's a solid chunk with that common tactical shotgun. But another player begins to throw their name into the hat. Doc Ufo Kurtz, no more shield left. We'll back up for the moment.
At this point, with the circle where it is, we've got 60 seconds before things start to close, and I would say maybe a third of the field is still outside of the next safe zone. You can still have players pushing to Loot Lake. You have to realize, if you're watching at home, if you're here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, competitive Fortnite is very much about late game strategy and positioning. 74 players right now remaining does not surprise us in the slightest, to be honest, especially with how much money is on the line. Arians goes down. Start picking up that one, but not enough damage dealt. You see the Storm Surge. 2 more players need to get eliminated.
I think he just got above now as players began to drop. So Wakey went down to the Storm. Skype elimination onto Astonish. We are 1 player away from the end of Storm Surge, and there it is as we just hit the threshold. So now no more panic has to come through for these players for the moment. The next one will come into play in a couple more zones as Keenstar right now set on up against Envy's Bucky as they are within a couple boxes of each other now.
Just yet, he's kind of waiting to see other players that may be around rotating away. That's exactly the play. Bucky, by the way, a player that we've seen competitive qualifiers. He actually spent some time talking to Hogman a lot to refine his gameplay and his drop. We've seen a big improvement since then. Shout out to Hogman for helping Bucky out with that one. All the way here to the World Cup solo finals.
Will one of the campfires in the inventory? 25 extra health.
It depends on it depends on the play. If he's looking for the late game, trying to hold on to those for a heal off potentially when that final zone starts to close, we'll have to see. Quick reminder, by the way, on the right side of your screen, a victory royale. The win is worth 10 placement points. Those are big. Top 5 is 7 points. Top 15 is 5. Top 25 is 3 points, and every single elimination for these players is an additional point. Here we go. The focus of the current map right now. A lot of players out here on the hill. Northeast side of Neo tilted. Actually a pretty good spot. You have multiple slips nearby. While those are still, you have to remember those do turn off. Sky picking shots. I believe that's on DRG just to the south. No pressure applied there. He's trying to sneak any shot he can through. Actually, it's challenged. Surprised Speed doesn't go for the build there to protect and get a better spot. Wow, solid damage. Just go for it.
Solid damage, and look what's also on the ground right there. The legendary infantry rifle. Still can swap to that when needed. Right now, choosing to go with the spray weapon. This is a player that's close. We have a replay coming on in soon of Mega from FaZe, who played yesterday in the duos competition with Dubs. Dubs already dropped his cable. See how Mega plays this one. Gets in the opponent's box. 2 clean shots. And there it comes through. And near max materials, Slurp Juice as well as Chug Splashes will be sitting pretty with the inventory right there. The next zone did just pop on up, moving to kind of the eastern side of the zone. And what we're seeing right now from Skype is Skype recognizes he's got extra materials back. So he's going to run back, build out a little bit, grab the excess materials, and continue to tunnel with these mats. He's also juggling items over as well to still have the ability to use these whenever he would like to wish to in these next zones. Here's everyone on the map. A rocket being fired on the far side. Bizzle there still on your screen. Commandment. Epic Whale. Prisonero still boxed up in metal just outside the zone. And Stompy, who was one of the more dominant European players in the online qualifier, still in this one. But Zate was in the lead with Sap yesterday. 5 of the 6 games, but in the end not able to close it out. Is above the damage threshold. This next threshold of player stock in Info 50. So we're about a minute away before it activates. Bizzle with elimination though, down on the Stacey.
At this point too, you have a lot of players crunch is going to start to happen. Player count starting to dwindle. The loadout here in Zayd's inventory, a single Shadow Bomb going to be used for rotation if he has to. Quite yet, though, he's already in the next safe zone. That heavy sniper rifle we just saw moments ago, and he'll probably go for it again. He's going to knock out a wall and immediately swap to that legendary AR to try and take shots while the wall is gone, while the player may not be paying attention. This could be a big one right here. Immediate swap, a 69 shield pack, solid crit through the wall. They do box up, but it looks like at that moment he saw the box was being pressured from another player and decided to go for it.
Keep in mind,
here we go.
Keep in mind, no healing for Zayd, so you can see just how cautiously he's taking these fights.
Oh yeah.
Also today in solos, there's no longer the threat, Dr. Lupo, of the double heavy sniper. Sure, we've seen solo players try to use it to their advantage by themselves, but it just is not the same effect. Lolboom, bottom right of your screen, Zayd top left of your screen, both with 2 eliminations so far, and here comes Storm Surge for players pushing on in. Not a threat for Lolboom as he's 409 above, but Karhu did just go down to that Storm Surge, so an unfortunate game number 1 there, and some free shockwave grenades to pick up Dr. Lupo will be extremely useful in these rotating zones, and oh man, Lolboom is eating the stink bomb. 50 damage, Dr. Lupo. Terrible, terrible spot to be in for Lolboom.
Lolboom, the solo Irishman, qualified for the World Cup here, gonna have to push on through and try and make his way to the next safe zone. Multiple ballers on the outside. He might be able to grab that one on the wall right there. Evil still there as well. Saw him rotating in, multiple ballers. Look at the, yeah. This is like a Fortnite party. You have countless players stacked against each other. Bizzle going for the edit reset, can't quite catch him.
He's just still making plays happen. A lot of people have him high up on the leaders, and here it is again. Yarkos with the elimination from earlier on, down onto Aqua. Obviously was our former world champion yesterday in duos. Started game number 1, Bizzle. One of the most consistent and winningest Fortnite pro players of all time, Dr. Lupo. When you say a veteran in Fortnite competitive, Bizzle is at the top of that list, but here's Yarkos again, now on the high ground after that first elimination down onto Aqua, looking for more right now as he's got ultimate high.
This is one of the best spots in the game right now. We'll have to see where the map is going to rotate, in north-northwest, so he's going to have to make a move soon. A very hefty weapon loadout. Not a whole ton of rotation. Does have the 2 launch pads, does have the redeploy, but those are going to leave you exposed up in the air. Little look back, King. Rotation here. The feet starting to light up. 38 players.
Oh, yeah.
And that count is going to go down, down, down. Zayd eliminated by left side. Colorful taking another one out as well. King, 4 eliminations. You have to remember, placement points don't kick in until top 25, so he only has 4. Those are 4 very, very big points. Here we go, the Storm starting to pressure players. Going to see a lot of launch pads and redeploys come to play, and those community movement mechanics like launch pads placed on the ground would be tough. A player actually just flew right through King's box.
That could have been bad, Dr. Lupo. That could have been real bad.
Maybe a trap play from either player. We'll have to see here. Benji fishing the feed, taking another elimination. Top 35 now. Jax, we're coming 30 seconds away from the next circle.
And Mr. Savage trying to contest Rux for height as they continue to build on up. Mr. Savage goes for the shot. Rux gives it up for the moment. So game 1 right now, the height goes to Mr. Savage, but there's still a ton of time left. On the low ground right now, you've got Pika week, Class week, Glitter Boys week, Tuesday week as well. Mr. Savage has shot down Rux for the moment. He still continues to keep height. Yarkos, though, looking to challenge right now. 27 players left. Placement points about to come into play.
Yarkos takes the ultimate high in the backside there. Rivershot from Team Liquid flying across right to left of your screen. Multiple players. Ultimate low ground warriors down there, both in and out of ballers. Class looks like he might be a campfire in the middle of it. Mr. Savage.
King has 7 limbs, and it's made it into placement. King absolutely the number 1 performance so far in game 1. 120 in total HP. Can he find his limb? No! As the crowd erupts. There was 27 players left, Dr. Lupo. King eliminates the last 2 to to make it a top 25 for the placement points.
Huge plays there. Waylon Kurtz going down to the feed. What a shot and a quick edit swap there. Bugha showing why he's one of the most active.
Top 15.
Top 15. Mag with an elim. Your feed in the top left. The most important things to watch if you're looking for players' names. So you're just going to have to wait and bait players out. And now here it is, the Shadow Bomb for rotation. He's still got 2 more in his inventory, which this late in the game is huge. He does have a shockwave grenade as well. His height needs to be taken, or even a long-range rotation. 8 players remaining. Jack Yarkos, 4 eliminations. Everyone in here getting those placement points. Beam from above and goes down. No builds. Going to be tough there. Psalm picking up that. Moving up 5. Right now, moving forward.
Not only that, 2 Shadow Bombs left. Still with shockwave grenades too. The number 1 point we've seen in competitive Fortnite this weekend, when you use the shockwave to go for height, it's Psalm currently on height. Bugha sees that. That was him taking a look for exactly where the player is. I think it's time, Dr. Lupo. No Shadow Bomb will be used. Okay, so not quite doing it yet.
Looking for a high ground.
Yeah, I was looking to see.
He's saving those. Don't you worry. I guarantee before too long, a player like this is going to make plays. Hitting the edge of the storm, the box up. He's going for edit shots. Big hit. My gosh. The outside. Bugha picking up his 6th elimination. Creo, Rux, Bugha all on the low ground. Bella EU,
one player to shockwave the height. It's still Psalm up top.
Still got it. St. Flores Creole, 1v1 up top, 1v1 on the bottom, stuck in the box. Big hits, back-to-back shots. Bugha picking up another elimination.
Bugha is insane
now. Almost going to be his game to win. We'll see here another one. Can he find the 9th elimination and the first victory royale, the World Cup solos?
Dr. Lupo, it might be time soon. It might be time soon. Bugha smiling. He's got the health advantage on Creo.
Does.
Folks, it might be time for the shockwave play. Bugha could soar up into the sky and go for it. Here it is. Shockwave to height. Shots coming in. No elimination yet for the first game victory royale.
Oh my gosh. Confident play from Bugha. What a monster. The first victory royale.
The crowd on their feet. Bugha, calm, cool, and collected, wipes out 5 of the last top 6 players for the victory royale. What a swing of points right there, Dr. Lupo. You get the win. You get max placement points. 9 elims too. Folks, that is a statement game number 1 for Bugha. And here it is again. The shockwave up. Creo tried to prepare. You see the damage coming on through, but at that point, with that much of a health advantage, Creo stands no shot. What a brilliant ending. Talk about a great late game. Solos absolutely living up to the hype of the duo competition.
Instead of opting for a safe, stay down the bottom, wait your shots, you throw a shockwave down and you ascend to the high ground, take over and get the victory royale.
Much deserved game 1 victory right there. The number 1 thing I noticed from Bugha, in the shadow bombs, so many people worry so much about popping out of the shadow and immediately boxing and protecting themselves. Instead, Bugha winds up pushing forward, looking for where his next victim could be, and then pops out of the shadow and eliminates the player. It happened 3 times right there, and it was big reasons why he was able to push on through. Bugha, an incredible performance. What is that, 19 points?
19 points. Game number 1.
I don't see how anyone's above that.
At this point, I mean, we're going to take a look exactly to see where
like I predicted
that falls on the leaderboards. No surprise here, a 9-point lead out of game 1. King, 7 eliminations. We saw that earlier. Sadly goes down a little bit before those top couple placements. Psalm, Rux, Yarkos, ton of top-tier players across the board right now. But a 9-point lead after game 1 is absolutely incredible.
And you look at the leaderboard right now, a big talk of yesterday, EU versus NA. EU, why so quiet earlier in the day? NA, why so quiet at the end of the day? 8 of the 10 top players after game 1 all from the US. Here's your 11th through 20th place right now. Benji Fishy on there. They saw how good the competition was yesterday, and I know everyone was so excited to kick it off today with millions watching online. They saw Bugha take game number 1. He's down to the floor.
Bugha! You
cap off an incredible first game. What is your thought process going into the final moments of in-game, right? A 1v1 there at the end, you've got health advantage. What are you thinking?
Well, pretty much low ground. I have like 200 mads, and I realized that I could probably make a play with the impulse, so right, just like get a jump on him.
Amazing. Well, we saw that happen in real time. An amazing clutch for an end of a first game for Bugha. Yo, Jack, Lupo, that is exactly what you want to see, is it not?
I mean, I don't think you can really ask for much more than that. A victory royale and 9 to live. The man is so talented, has always been one of the top solo players in the North American region, and he shows it right there in game 1, and already a 9-point lead.
Incredible game out of the game already. Now we have 5 left to go. We want to take a look and see exactly how some of those pieces played out, how everything worked, and maybe a little bit of a deep dive into how some of these players play. So we're going to throw it over to Sundown, Unreal Island.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And while Bugha was able to dominate the rest of the lobby, I want to take a look at one of the other most marquee and aggressive players we saw. He had the entire lobby saying, Toda salve al rey de Argentina. It is king of 9Z with an incredible 70 elimination run, 20th place. Let's take a look at some of this gameplay. So right away, you'll notice, what is he doing? He's patented going forward, wall replace on land 123. That's going to be the theme of these clips. He doesn't miss his shots, and he's not afraid to flex either. Throwing the donkey laugh out there, throwing him a little love, saying, I don't care who you are. Now he's sitting on the 4 elims. He's in the box fight, and he's constantly looking to pick up new targets. Replaces the wall from the side, turns around, and picks up a great elimination there onto Bucky in the rotation. But now watch on the spree he's on. 5 elims right now. Cones himself off. Look at this. The player challenges him. He's not building. He's going at him. He says, if you want to fight me, I'll shoot first. I am the king. Was able to go, but unfortunately gets caught there in the rotation. But still, a brilliant performance from the young Argentinian. He's looking to challenge. He's looking to frag out with the best spot. He has played so absurdly well in that first game. This is what it's all about. If you can bring your aggression, what you do in the qualifiers, and take it to this stage, and you don't have nerves. If you're like Bugha and say, I'm going to go. If you're like King and say, you want to edit, I'll shoot first. I'll take the 50 health on Elim there, and I will take the point and stay in the match. You can wait and watch me dominate. Let's get into match 2, because that first match was insane. Courage and Lupo, take it away, guys.
Sundown, thank you so much. Appreciate the quick analysis of everything that happened in the middle of that game. A lot of action here at the Fortnite World Cup solo competition. This is the last day for the entire event as well. I hope everyone's enjoyed Marshmallow's concert. We have tons of people in the crowd. Yeah, absolutely. It's just been so much fun.
My Italian family was out there, 25 people deep. They've got a full deli layout. Unfortunately, my Aunt Lorraine down in Florida, I know you're watching. Shout out, we love you, miss you. But no, they're all here for their first ever event too. It is an incredible energy in here. And, you know, guys in the venue, you guys want to see another Fortnite World Cup next year? Should we do this again?
I'm thinking, yeah, Jay.
All right, budget's approved, Epic, it's happening. But folks, let's get back into the action. Game number 2 about to begin. Bugha, the superstar of Game 1, the talk on all social media with the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. What a play. The lobby is ready. The players are ready. Ladies and gentlemen in the venue, are you ready? Game 2 of the solos competition here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals starts right now.
After last game, I have a feeling you're going to see maybe potentially more contested drops when players vying for those points, seeing exactly what can be done now. Bugha bringing home 9 eliminations in that first game. I think the next 2 closest were 7-4, and then everybody was below that. Yarkos, I think, having 4, King with 7. Going into game 2, knowing that we still have 5 remaining, knowing that based on the leaderboards from yesterday, that 17 points at 1.7 and last. By the way, a quick note, we can see the minimap, but Tfue, yeah, there it is. I'm pretty sure Tfue has the block all by himself.
No
Again,
one.
doesn't know if he want to challenge it this time.
No one nearby at all, and also on that map, look at the two llamas right outside a racetrack. It looks like one player's about to go play, but also this divot uncontested. I believe